Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? I wanted to show you another thing that I'm prepping, okay? I am making dog treats. Now, I know you guys know that I have 3 dogs, okay? So I made chicken, turkey, and pork dog treats for my guys, okay? This is my dehydrator, okay? So I'm going to show you how I'm doing it, okay? Here's some more. It's not quite done yet. And I'm also doing sweet potatoes because my guys love sweet potatoes. I'm using this cutter here because it's easier for me to do it this way than it is to cut it like individually, you know, because it's a little difficult. So I wanted to show you that. So here, Penny, you want some? Here. You want some? Want some? Yeah, she loves it. Here, little miss. Want some? Want some? Yes. Ridley, here. No, Penelope, you already had one. Here, Ridley. Yes, here. Take it. Eat it. There you go. Good boy. See, they love it. Love it. They love homemade treats from Mommy. You already had some. Yes, you did. Get off that table, little miss. Get off the table. Yes, I said. Mommy said, get down. Mommy said, get down. Penelope, say hi, everyone. Okay, so now that you guys saw what I'm doing with my dogs, they love the new treats. I have been buying dog treats for years, but talk about expensive, but not just that. They're becoming harder and harder to find. So I went and I bought, yesterday, I went and I spent $24. I got 3 pounds of meat, ground turkey, ground chicken, and ground pork. And then I got, I don't know how many pounds of sweet potatoes, because these guys love sweet potatoes. And I'm dehydrating everything. And the amount of, treats that I'm making outweighs what I would pay for already made bagged stuff. You know what I mean? So, and you could see that they absolutely love their treats. So anyway, let's get into it, right? Grab that coffee, huh? Maybe a snick snack, even if it's, hey, listen, my snick snacks I made for my dogs, right? And let's get into it. So, there's this that I want to talk about, okay? If you think things are bad now, okay, just wait until we get into the second half of this year, okay, which is just, what, a few weeks away, okay? Global food supplies have already gotten very tight, but is it the food that won't be produced during this current growing season in the northern hemisphere that will be the real problem? That's why I am encouraging everyone to start their freedom gardens now. Worldwide fertilizer prices have doubled, even tripled. Okay. The bird flu, okay, wiping out millions of chickens, turkeys, bizarre weather patterns that we're seeing. I don't even want to think about hurricane season this year. You know, hurricane seasons in the past have not been that bad. I could just imagine what it's going to be like this year. We've often heard the phrase, the perfect storm. All right. Now, there are 18 signs that food shortages are going to be a lot worse as we head into the second half of 2022. The first one is the largest fertilizer company on the entire planet is publicly warning people that severe supply disruptions could last well beyond 2022. The second, the World Fertilizer Price Index has skyrocketed to absurd heights that have never been seen before. The next one, it is being reported that global grain reserves have dropped to extremely low levels. The next one is due to the invasion, agricultural exports from Ukraine have been completely paralyzed. The next one, the out-of-stock rate for the baby formula in the United States has now reached 40%, but we know the real reason and where all the baby formula has gone. Disgustingly enough. The next one, in 6 United States, okay, the out of stock for baby formula has actually risen to 50% or greater. The next one, searches for the phrase, how to make homemade formula for babies on Google has spiked 120%. The next one, we are being told that this is a perfect storm as shelves become increasingly bare at food banks all across this nation. In Canada, more than 1.7 million chickens and turkeys have already been lost in recent months due to the global bird flu pandemic. In the United States, more than 37 million chickens and turkeys have already been wiped out due to the bird flu. The 2 largest reservoirs in California, Shasta Lake and Lake Oroville, have both fallen to critically low levels. Some communities in Southern California won't be able to make it through the coming summer months without significantly cutting back on their water usage. Many of the largest lakes around the world are currently in the process of disappearing because they are rapidly drying up. Wildfires continue to absolutely devastate agricultural land all across the western half of the United States. This weekend, it was New Mexico's turn to be hit by the hardest. We are being told that steak prices in the United States will keep rising in the days ahead. Due to hail and frost, the Spanish apricot crop is going to be way below expectations. Overall, Spanish fruit production is expected to drop to the lowest level in 40 years. And the last one, Kansas Senator Roger Marshall is openly warning that a horrifying worldwide famine is coming. Now, to me and to all of you, these alarm bells are ringing. I know you're listening, but to everyone else, their eyes are still closed, their ears are still muffled. And I know a lot of you have asked me repeatedly, how can I get them to see? How can I get them to hear? Now, this is my honest opinion to you. Give up. I have. if they haven't heard us yet, if they have not seen what is really going on yet, they never will. Okay? I'm sorry to put it to you that way, because I know that you were waiting and hoping that your sister, your brother, your cousin, your mom, your dad, your whatever, your best friend would have finally seen it or heard it. If they still haven't, give up. Stop wasting your breath. On to this. Major trucking fleets across the U.S., half of the U.S. really, are preparing for an imminent diesel shortage. And this is according to logistics from Freight Waves, okay? Now, founder and CEO of Freight Waves, his name is Craig Fuller, said 3 very large fleets are preparing for diesel pumps at fuel stations to run dry. Drivers of these fleets received notifications about fuel shortages that could materialize in the coming weeks across the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast regions. So, I don't know what else to say about this. You know, the diesel supply is short worldwide due to the invasion. It's disrupting energy markets, resulting in Western sanctions. The writing has been on the wall for months about developing shortages. We've discussed this how many times? Okay. But who does Potato blame for this the whole time? Putin. It's a joke. And the U.S. gas prices, they're continuing to rise. What's the gas prices in your area? We're at $4.50, $4.60. All depending on what county you go to. All depending on what road you go to. If you're on a major highway, it's a little bit lower. If you go on like a side road, it's higher. It's weird. Setting another all-time high at $4.40 a gallon. Average nationwide data from AAA. That's the highest recorded average price of gas in the United States ever. Hi, buddy. But we're seeing the same gas prices that we saw when Obama was in office. Diesel prices also hit new highs at $5.55 a gallon. This is the highest average price ever recorded as well. Average U.S. gas prices have reached new record highs every single day this week. With Monday, it was $4.32 a gallon. Now, the gas price increased to $4.37 a gallon on Tuesday, and to pass the $4.40 mark Wednesday for the latest all-time high. High international crude oil prices, with markets rattled by the Russian invasion of, Ukraine. Shite. I could get in trouble for that, but oh well. And, the post-Rona recovery in travel demand have been pushing U.S. gas prices higher and higher this year. Now, according to forecasts by fuel-saving app GasBuddy, do you use that app? My husband does. U.S. gas prices will see the highest monthly average for 2022 in May. Now, GasBuddy sees prices averaging about $4.25 a gallon in May, but they could rise as high as $4.51 a gallon nationally. Gas prices could hit $4.62 a gallon. On some days in August, Stormy, stop it. And the yearly average for 2022 is predicted to be $3.99. Where? I'm not seeing it, especially down here, because with when a hurricane hits or right before a hurricane hits, the gas prices go all the way up, and we run out quickly. Thank you. Get out. So, Stormy, stop it. Ugh. Will you get... Oh my God, this cat. You're a pain in the butt. You know that? So, get. Stop it. Ugh. Stormy. So, I know I have quite a few subscribers who live in the UK, so I wanted to address this, okay? You. Go. Okay. I can't focus with this cat. Apparently, the old British method of just bottling preserves is now known to be unsafe now. Stormy, would you quit, please? Home canning is very small scale in the UK. People might do a few small pots of jam or a few pickled things such as pickled onions, but it is not practiced on the same scale, depth, and breadth-wise as is encountered in North America. For one, people don't have storage space, homes are smaller, basements are rare. Consequently, even bulk food stores are rare, though you may see a grocery store offering a bin or two of bulk candy from time to time. Home preserving in jars in the UK is usually called just bottling, because that's all it is, just placing food in a bottle. There is typically no subsequent actual canning process. If you are set in your ways and have no intentions of learning about the newer, safer way to do it, then you might just as well skip this page, unless you get frissions, Frissons, of joy from being outraged. But here's the kicker. Will you quit? The new, safer way of bottling actually gives you a better quality of food, is less work, and uses less cooking fuel. So they don't want you to can. That's what I... So this also, in the UK, past habit has been simply practice bottling as opposed to canning. The realization of a need for a canning process in the filled jars is slowly taking hold. So I wanted to bring that to your attention for those of you in the UK. So back to this. The attention that this cat needs is unbelievable. We were talking about diesel, and I'm going to get back to that now. Diesel shortages have become apparent to those who utilize the fuel, and many are calling those shortages widespread. This is going to have an effect on everything from food supplies to the cost of goods and services going forward. Will you quit? In the United States, refiners currently receive roughly an average of more than $150 per barrel from the sale of gasoline and diesel at wholesale prices, while paying only around $100 to purchase crude. The indicative 3-2-1 margin of $50 per barrel is based on the assumption a refinery produces 2 barrels of gasoline and 1 barrel of diesel from refining 3 barrels of crude. Global stocks of refined petroleum products have fallen to critically low levels as refineries prove unable to keep up with surging demand, especially for the diesel-like fuels used in manufacturing and freight transportation. The result has been a surge in prices refiners receive for selling fuels compared with the prices they pay for buying crude and other feedstocks, boosting their profitability significantly. Because of this shortage, diesel prices have hit new record highs. So what this means to me is the shortages that we're seeing in stores is only going to get worse. So stock up now while you can, because we're not going to be able to stock up for very much longer. All right, guys, I'm out here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless.